All right, guys, it's Paul here with Value Flips. I'm going to share with you guys a few sales before we head out thrifting, hunting for things to flip on eBay or Poshmark, Facebook Marketplace. So up here at first is a cross-stitch kit. I picked this up a couple weeks ago. I got it at a thrift store. I paid $3.50 for it. Ended up selling it for $37.50 plus shipping. This gold collection, be on the lookout for. Some of these can be worth really good money. Great profit. Another sale going out, guys. I've had this for about a year. I've got 4 or 5 of these, I believe. They're just like, kind of plastic Halloween candy bowls. They're from the 90s or early 2000s, I believe. I paid $2 a piece for them. Ended up selling this one for $13.50. So not bad. It's easy to ship, nice and light. So yeah, not bad little flip. Sold this Johnny plush from Sing 2. I paid 99 cents for him and ended up selling him for $15 plus shipping. Johnny plush from the Sing movie sell well for some reason, so I pick them up when I can get them cheap enough. Sold these Red Wing dress shoes made in the USA for $56 plus shipping. I picked these up about 6 months ago at a thrift store. I had them priced really high, like at $100, just because they're so unique and cool looking. I think because the size is not a great size for men's, it's a size 7. So I don't think I was able to get full value on these, but nevertheless, still made some good profit on them. Sold this drawing and lead pencil, this really old book from 1943. Drawing books and art books can do well. I paid $2 for this, and I ended up selling it for $20 plus shipping. So another not a bad sale here. Sold this Goosebumps Streaks and Spiders game for $19 plus shipping. Paid $4.50 for it. Got it at a thrift store about 4 months ago. Goosebump stuff sells well, so keep your eye out for it. Picked up this Ninja blender container. These are good to pick up. I paid $7 for this. I picked it up at a Salvation Army about 3 months ago. I paid $7 for it and sold it for $35. Picked up these Osiris skateboarding shoes at a thrift store 2 months ago. I paid $9 for them. Sold them for $32 plus shipping. All right, everybody. It is Paul here. We are out thrifting, looking for things to flip online, to sell on eBay, Poshmark, and I'm at a church thrift store here, and I see this weird looking made in Scotland pump for $1. Kind of weird thing. Thought maybe I'd take a chance on it. I don't know. I hesitated on this one. It's something different. There's really no sales history on it. Looks like it's from the 60s. I was looking at this wetsuit. I've never sold a wetsuit before. This Minnie Mouse wetsuit. They wanted $15 for it. Too much money. And there were no sales history on it. So left that behind. Taking a look at some exercise equipment. Old exercise equipment can be worth some good money. So always look up stuff like Tony Little stuff. His stuff does pretty well. Looking in the hardware aisle now in the hard goods. See this train transformer? There's a little bit of money there, but they wanted $10 for it. So no thank you. Put that back. I have sold some train transformers for good money. On the aisle just next over, I had to grab quickly. I grabbed this rainbow mini jet. And right beside it was this Kensington Expert Mouse Pro for $3. So those type of computer mice do well, so I pick them up all the time. And the Rainbow Mini Jet, I'll show you in the haul, but that was only $10, and it was just a phenomenal find. There's people around me, so I had to scoop it up quickly into my bag here. I'm in the kitchen section now for $1.50. This is a tea steeper. The brand name is Brute, and I'm familiar with this brand, and I know I could probably get $15-20 for it. It looked brand new. Like I'll just give it a quick rinse and it'll be good to go. So I Put that in my bag. And over here, I see this cocktail mixer. This is a Libby cocktail mixer. They wanted $3.25 for it. It had all the pieces. Always make sure the cap is on these, and that's about a $20 to $25 find. I'm hoping for it. It was in very good condition for its age. I believe these are from either the late 70s or 80s. I head over to Salvation Army now, looking at the baggy wall. I have sold computer ink before, HP ink. This one was not expired, but it just priced too high for me. I think they're going for about $20 to $25. Just not enough profit there, so decided to pass on that. But HP ink can do well, even if it's expired by a bit. By a year or two, not 10 years. I don't sell really old expired ink. At the same Salvation Army here, I find this plushie on the top shelf, and they wanted $4, I believe, for that, and that plushie, and beside it was this old thermos for $6.99. And I've sold these type of thermoses before, and this one was in great condition. It had the actual liquid thermos in there, so decided to pick that up. Looking in the sports section, I see these fins, and they're made in Italy, and I thought there might be some value there. They only wanted, I think, $10 or $20 for them, but there's just no sales history, so I had to move. Decided to leave them behind, and they're big too to ship. Saw this kind of neat Evian plastic container. Thought maybe there might be some value there, but it was in horrible condition, so I didn't even bother looking it up. Condition issues big time on that piece. Just checking mugs, checking the ceramics, checking the Pyrex. And this is a Pyrex server, vintage. Fortunately, it was priced too high. $10 is too much to pay for that. I probably wouldn't pay more than $5. Sell it for $25, $30. So I passed on that. I actually have one already in my inventory, so keep moving. Some of these old milk frothers can do well too. I've sold them before. That one was priced too high, and it was kind of a no-name brand, so I left that behind. Keep moving along. And this is at a Value Village. I see this Tetley tea set, and $10 for the three of them was a good deal. I probably could have gotten $40 to $50 for this set. It was in pretty good condition, although the main kettle had a chip on it. It was hiding, so I took my time, and I remember check the condition of everything, especially ceramics, porcelains, dishes. Make sure you check. So it actually had a chip on the other side, so I had to leave it behind. Checking out Christmas stuff. Christmas sells year round, so guys able to pick up some Christmas stuff, list it. It will eventually sell. And I've already got something in my cart here at this Value Village. I've got this aluminum Echo bread basket, and I believe they're from the early 80s, maybe in the 70s. My grandparents had one of those, so that one's in great shape, and I think I could probably get $50 for it. I'm going to hope for $50. I don't mind shipping big items that are light. It's when they get heavy that I have a problem with them. So I'm just combing the toys here. Lots of cars. That's not worth anything, but that's from Disney Pixar cars. There's another Planes plush that isn't worth much. And here I am at a Salvation Army now, checking in the hardware aisle. All kinds of weird stuff in this aisle. Old printers. I really have never sold an old printer. It might be something I try. just think it's a lot of work to test a printer, so I don't want to bother with that. That's a Sony remote. It wasn't priced, and it was kind of sticky and not that valuable. That was a $10 remote. Just keep digging here. You got to dig till you find something. That's how it goes sometimes. I had a kind of a rough few days of thrifting. It was hard to find stuff at some stores. So I believe that's another train transformer. It wasn't really worth much, so I had to leave it behind. In the bag section now, looking at bags, and I see this Mountain Equipment Co-op bag, and I have sold these type of bags before. I just couldn't really find some sales on this model, and for $8, that's a little too high. If it was a couple dollars, I'd take a chance on it, but not $8. It's too much. It was in good condition, just I don't think it was a very popular model. I did some research and just couldn't find anything, so left that behind. And this I thought was a Yadro at first, and it is technically a Yadro. It looks like some Japanese company partnered with Yadro, and they wanted $8 for that, which is too much. I probably would have paid maybe 4 or 5 at the most. 8 is too much, so passed on that. And here I see this Sony DVD combo. It wasn't a great model, wasn't selling for a lot, didn't have the remote, so for $30, I'm not taking the chance on that. Too much money. If it was $10, I probably would have grabbed it, but for $30, oh sorry, the remote was there, but for $30 was too much. Passed on that. I'm at the Salvation Army looking on the wall here, and this bag, there's actually Five Nights at Freddy's purple bunny in there, and that can sell for anywhere from $50 to $100, that purple plush in there, but I could not find the tag on it, and without the tag on it, I really don't think that the value would have been there. I would have been able to get some money out of it. So for $6, I hesitated on it. I probably could have got my money back, or made a few dollars on it. Just decided not to. But all right, guys, I want to show you guys this rainbow mini jet apparatus or vacuum attachment that I found. So this was $10 at the church thrift store that I went to, and I immediately recognized the brand Rainbow. They make really good vacuums that are really expensive. So if you ever see this brand, you for sure want to look up and see if there's any value there. I had to really hurry up and pick this up because there was other people around, and I was afraid that they were gonna snatch it in front of me. That's why I didn't have very good footage on it, so I apologize for that. So yeah, this thing I paid $10 for. It sells regularly. The sell-through rate is over 100%. Anywhere from $90 to like 130. So I'm probably going to price mine a bit higher, maybe 140, and see if anybody's interested. I see there is a sold on Poshmark for 160. So anyway, yeah. So we'll go to the rest of the haul now, and I'll show you guys what I found. But this was definitely the find of the week. All right, guys, it's Paul here. Got back from thrifting, and I've laid out my items here for us to go through. I went to 8 thrift stores in the last 3 days. It was pretty hard, actually. I did a lot of running around, and I just felt like took a long time to find items. So it just goes to show you just got to keep going. Sometimes you won't find stuff, at certain stores, and other times you'll just hit a jackpot. So the trick is to just keep trying. Let's start back here. For $13, I got a Panasonic Blue Line. This is a Blue Line VCR. I've sold these before. I can get really north of $50 for them. This one doesn't have a remote. I might have a spare remote. Here is a Sing Porcupine plush. I paid $4.50, I believe, for it, or $4.99, $5. It's in great condition. I'm hoping to get at least $20 for it. I see that it's pretty rare. I was just looking briefly at Poshmark, and I didn't really see any listed, so should be able to move that one. Over here, back here, there was for $4.50 was this Sunset cross stitch kit, again sealed. I think there's about $15 to $20 on that one. I checked comps on it. Beside it, this is an interesting find. For $3, I got this Kensington Expert Mouse Pro. And these trackball mouses, the Logitech ones, I've sold before. They sell really well, ones with the red ball or even the blue ball. I've never sold this Kensington mouse before, but I do see that the sell-through rate is over 100%. And they sell for anywhere from $30 to $50, so in that range. So I got to take it out and test it and whatnot. But if it sells, yeah, I'll probably, shoot for maybe $40. Back here for $8, I got, this is from Value Village, and it's Pyrex. And if you notice the Pyrex made in USA, the Pyrex is all uppercase. Remember I said, I think a last video or a couple videos ago, I said if the Pyrex is uppercase, that's generally a good indicator that it's older. This is not a very common pattern, this kind of golden flower pattern. So I decided to give this a chance. I do see some some sales history on this one of like $20, $25. So I think I should be able to move it. I'll probably put on Poshmark because it's a little bit heavier. Here for $3, I got this Craven A ashtray. Yes, a white glass ashtray made in France. Great condition. I'll probably ask 10 to 15 for that. This is an interesting find. For $1.50, I got a Curio's Cirque du Soleil plush, and I see that there is a sold on this. This is a pretty rare plush for, I believe, $20 or $25. So that's probably what I'm going to ask for that. I paid $1.25 for it. Here's something I paid $3.50 for. This is a Libby cocktail shaker, and these do sell. It's not big money, like 20, $25, but make sure it has the cap on it and the lid, no cracks and whatnot. Back here for $6.99, I got a older thermos lunch pail or whatever you call them, and it comes with a thermos. And these I've sold before. This one I picked it up. $7 is a little high for it, but I decided to pick it up because it was just in great condition, and it has the original thermos, which goes a long way with adding value to it. So I'm probably going to shoot for, maybe $29.99, something like that for this. I should be able to get that. I paid up for this at Salvation Army, $13 for this Roadblocks Ultimate Guide Collection. There's books in here. I'll flip it over so you guys can see there's a set of books in there, 3 books. I see on Amazon the price is pretty high, so I figured, new sealed, I should be able to at least get $30 for it. That's, I think, what I'm going to try for. Down here's a game I've sold before. This is vintage sealed game for $5 aggravation. I'm hoping $25, maybe $30 on that. Here I just bought this just blind. I paid $1.49 for this. This is Keith Haring. Keith Haring was an artist in the 80s. He died. He's a U.S. artist, and I believe he was from Pennsylvania, and he's responsible for this type of art. I'm really into it. I really enjoy it, and not sure what the value is on this. I might look at selling it. I do have a couple other Keith Haring pieces, and I do have some for sale, and I do well on them, so I'll keep this probably in my personal collection. And I have 2 other items to share with you. I'll swing over here. For $10, I got this Echo bread box, and it's an aluminum bread box bin. And this one has a couple little, nicks and whatnot. I believe it is from the 70s. I remember my grandparents having one like this. And for $10, I figured I could probably sell this for 40, 50, 60. I'm not sure. This one, like I said, it's in pretty good condition, so I'm going to probably try and get top dollar for it. And lastly, I will put up a picture of a mini jet that I got for $10, a rainbow mini jet. Paid $10 for that, and I'm hoping to get between $100 and $150 for that, apparatus. Just amazing what sometimes you can find I immediately saw the box and recognized the brand, and that's how you guys learn and how you know what to pick up and what not to pick up. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Appreciate the support. If you could like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.